What's up, YouTube? What up, friends and fam? It's your boy Kenny Lucas, back at it with another live YouTube video. Let's go. In this video, let's go ahead and talk about when he's knocking at the door, because you're so close to being great. You're right around the corner from being great, and that's when the enemy is going to profess his ultimate unleash the power type shit on how he's going to convince you why it's not the right time to do this or do that. And that this is the man down below we're speaking of. It's that energy, you know what I'm saying? That energy of people seeing you do great things. They see you doing great things because you announce it to the world. For example, I've already announced to the world that I am going to be the best tree service in Cape Cod, period. I've already announced we're gonna take it over. And that's not no ignorant shit. Like, I'm not gonna say, hey, a little tree guy or this company can't step on my turf. Go ahead. Every open grounds, you know what I mean? Everybody has an equal opportunity here, and I encourage people to set up their own tree company and work down in Cape Cod. Why the fuck not? Hit the line, let's connect, let's be, you know what I mean? Let's grab a coffee, let's get a business connection going. Because you can help me out and I can help you out. Like, that's what it is. That's the way I do business. That's the way I conduct myself nowadays. So anyways, I've announced in Cape Cod I'm the best tree company. Moving there, got the place, blah blah blah. In between time, the enemy down below has told me time and time again, oh, it's impossible to find an apartment in Falmouth. It's impossible to find an apartment in all of Cape Cod. And I just laughed at that shit, man. That shit is like laughable to me. I'm like, dude, like, I've had multiple people tell me, I've had more people than not tell me I will not be able to find an apartment in Falmouth. I will not be able to find an apartment in Cape Cod. More than not. I kept telling them that I don't live in fear like this. This is something that God's going to handle for me. I'm putting it out to the universe that I am finding an apartment in Cape Cod, that I am going to do it, that I am going to shut the naysayers up by proving them by example. And I do not have my contract in hand for this video, signed and ready to go, first and last down, yet I am announcing it that I found the place and we're good to go. We're good to go. Like, and here's the thing. I'm so confident that even if, say, since I haven't paid the first and last to move into this apartment in Falmouth, that, say the guy canceled on me, whatever. I'm so confident in my faith for God, my faith for the Lord, that I'll go ahead and find a place in Cape Cod, no problem. It's too easy. It's too easy. Like, throw something else at me, dog. Like, that's just too easy. Like, you're talking fucking child's play, man. You're talking child's play fear when you say that shit. You're talking about fucking rent. You're talking that I won't find a place to fucking rent. You're telling me that Ken Lucas won't find a fucking landlord that wants to take my money every month? Are you fucking nuts? Like, come on. Like, people just speak out the ass. Like, do you know who the fuck I am? You don't. You really don't. And you don't know how much I'm willing to pay per month for my rent to make it fucking happen. So y'all need to shut the fuck up. If you're trying to tell people this or that about their dreams, shut the fuck up and let them fucking do it. Like, support them. Even if you don't believe it 120%, you don't have to, because it's not your fucking dream to believe. But go ahead and be a pillar for them, for their success. Okay, yes, you're going to do it. You don't know how far that word means in this case, for example, but, you know, you can be used time and time again. You can support others very, very minusculely, but you're going to, like, catapult them just by supporting them versus telling them the reality of the situation. Because the reality of the situation, you know, was saying that, what the naysayers were saying, what saying the man down below was saying, yet God figures out the impossible, and humans, you know, we focus on the possible all the time, which is cool, but once we let God in our life, we start focusing and believing in the impossible. There's just too many stories to go around of my life, of her life, of his life, of that life, of this, that finding an apartment and worrying about it like that, you're worrying about the wrong thing. You're worrying about going to a 9-to-5 job. You're worrying about this. You're worrying about impressing this person, impressing that person. I can see it from a mile away. You don't even need to speak to me no more. You know what I mean? I can feel your fucking energy. Maybe not from a mile away, but you know what I mean. So when you come at me with something like this, it doesn't fucking fake. It's laughable to me. Like, I've gotten to the point where other people's fear is laughable to me, and I'm ready to help them move forward, because I know what it's like to be like that. I used to live like that every fucking day of my fucking life, and it was one miserable day after another. I'm not saying I didn't have my moments, but these moments were kind of sporadic, and I kind of look at them as being lucky, of happiness or contentment, because I'm not really chasing after happiness anymore. I'm just chasing after being content with where I'm at right now, checking in with myself for gratitude, because this is what it's all about, is just being grateful. And this is how I do it. My gratitude checklist, write this down, either pen and paper, or record it, or fucking write up here in your brain if you got one of them brains. I certainly don't, but here it is. So I don't care what your struggle is. I don't care what your struggle is. Ask yourself these questions. Do I have a roof over my head? Depending on the answer. Do I have a working heater? Do I have the working AC unit? Whatever the case may be where you are at in the country. I realize some places it's winter, some places it's summer. So do you have electricity? Do you have a place to live? Do you have a roof over your head? Do you have food in your belly? I don't care if you're not stocked up for the next week. It's not about that. It's about, in this fucking moment, are you hungry? Are you worried about where you're getting your next meal? Are you worried about that? That's it. Nothing about tomorrow, how you're going to eat tomorrow, none of that. Are you content in this moment as far as survival goes? So is your belly full? Is your belly full? Do you have a roof over your head? Do you have running water? Do you have electricity? All the basic needs that we take for fucking granted. If you have all those things, what the fuck are you, what's stopping you? What is stopping you? And that's my gratitudes checklist. That brings me to the moment, because we must learn. This is a learned behavior. We're not taught this. We must learn how to utilize what we have in this moment to our better future. Like, I'm rolling with the truck with no AC right now. What do you think about? You know what I mean? I think about helping others by hopping onto YouTube and profess I have an apartment in fucking Falmouth, Massachusetts that I'm fucking stoked about, and everybody's gonna hate about. Oh, how'd you do it? By believing in God. That's the only thing I fear nowadays, is the fear of God itself. I don't fear your reaction no more, man. I just fucking don't. You wish I did, and I used to. I think it's fucking laughable. Give me all the fear you want, and I'll help you out. I'm not gonna throw it back in your face. I don't want to fucking fight you. I want to help you out, work you through this situation, so we can get you right next to me on the yacht yard in Cape Cod, in Falmouth, you know, racing fucking speedboats, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to be on a cigarette boat racing. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I'm thinking about the open water. I'm thinking about fucking just having a good time with my life. And that's what keeps me in the moment when times get fucking hard. When times get hard, you know what I mean? It's gonna get hard. Don't try to act like it's not gonna get hard. I say it's too easy all the fucking time because it's just a swagger I bring to the table. People love this. I love this. I love this about myself. That's one of the best things about me, is I have a delusionally optimistic point of view. And let me touch base on this. And this is something I was born with. My delusional optimistic point of view on life is something I was born with. I just didn't start professing it really until I started smoking weed in high school, really. For some reason I couldn't unleash it, you know what I mean? Like, you ask anybody that grew up with me in elementary school and fucking kindergarten and fucking preschool. Shout out Evan, what up Evan? Big homie. He's my best friend from day one, man. That kid's always had my back. Anyways, so you ask anybody, I didn't really talk much at all. It was because I was always thinking about this shit, and I didn't want to get judged on what I was saying. So I was living in fear, but I've always had these delusional, optimistic points of view that the outsiders would call delusionally optimistic. I just call it my reality. You know what I mean? Like, some shit is, yeah, it's delusionally optimistic, but I love that shit, man. It's magical thinking. Why isn't the world a magical place when it is? Like, why are you making it something it's fucking not? This world is not fucking reality if you haven't fucking noticed. Because nobody can explain what the fuck is going on here. It's really trippy to think about, but it's true. Nobody can explain how magnets work. Nobody can explain how we got here. Nobody can explain that from start to finish, factual information. It's all because of the one Most High who creates all the magic, and that is God. You know, I say God, you can say the universe, you know what I mean? My God is not a fucking... My God's a forgiving God. If you believe one religion and do one thing, that's great. You're practicing faith. Faith is huge. You're practicing the magic. You know what I'm saying? Like, this life is fucking magical. The fact that we have all these plants, you know, I could go on and on and on. That's why it's just like, man, I am so grateful to be planet Earth. I am so grateful to have my beautiful wife to be Rachel Robichaux, who just fucking passed me. Robichaux won't be the last name for too much longer. But I love the content I've been making lately. I love this woman. I love this woman. It's like, I can use her example, her relationship, for example, our relationship, for example. Haters will say, even my mother will say, she advised against it, me getting back with her, in which I totally understand my mother's perspective as a mother, caring mother, seeing the numbers, you know what I mean, looking it over. I totally get that. And I love my mom for telling me the truth about how she truly feels. Because all in all, nobody has your back like your fucking mom when it comes down to an opinion on something. You know, like I said, you might always not do what she says, but you're not going to do the wrong thing. You know what I mean? After you talk to your mom's fucking the GOAT when it comes to this shit. Nobody cares about your mom but your happiness more than you do. You know, like, she even cares that she loves you abundantly, unconditionally. You know, like, there's just no way to put it. But, so she advised against me pursuing another relationship or starting over with Rachel, blah, blah, blah. You know, and I really haven't told too many people about the in-depth of our situation or relationship. Just because, you know, it's my wife, it's my family, it's like personal shit. But, like, we've been through shit, and we probably will tell our story to YouTube. Because I think it's really important. I really do. It's an incredible story. It's fucking magical. Like, I don't know how else to describe this shit except it's like magic. Like, it's fucking magic. So if you guys are cool with that, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Definitely comment on that one. I'm curious to know, of all my subscribers, who's interested to know the breakdown of our relationship, because I don't want to go into it. I just want to say that it is a miracle. I couldn't go into it without her being here, because it's not going to make sense if I just tell the story. But she's going to be here. We'll tell the story. She's like, it's just a miracle, man. It really is. Like, Rachel has transformed abundantly, proficiently. Like, went from being a liar to telling the truth. Like, it's crazy. Me the same. I went from being a liar to telling the truth. Like, we don't tell a lie no more. Like, it's just like, I can't. Like, I don't want to. Like, I fear God enough to know, once I lied to this person about this or that, it's the opposite of what I'm creating here, which is an abundant lifestyle, which I'll make another video about abundance. I really will. But for now, I just wanted to touch base on this. And it's just like, when you're almost there, you will be tempted the fuck out of by the evil spirits that exist here. Because let's not pretend like they don't exist. And let's not pretend like there will be a moment in my future where I will lie. You know what I mean? Hopefully it's not a big lie, whatever. I'm praying to God I don't lie again, but we're all human beings, man. You know what I mean? The energy gets to the best of us sometimes, but it's all about bringing ourselves back to that moment, that monk-like meditation of gratitude list. What do I have right now? What do I have right now? I even bring it deeper than that, man. What's going on in the world right now? Where are my brothers and sisters at through my bloodline? They're at war, man. They're at war and they're fucking killing each other. You got one brother in Russia, you got one brother in Ukraine. It's a fucking shame, man. Lately I've been doing all my workouts, and I've been when I feel tired or I don't feel like going on, I feel like napping. You know, I'm not saying I don't get my naps, I certainly do, but when I feel tired in the morning for that early morning wake up, I hit the fucking gym and I need my motivation. I'll put on Ukrainian rap, I'll put on Russian rap, I'll put on Eastern European, German rap, because all these folks are going through something, man. They're going through, we're feeling on our end. Okay, shut the fuck up and pay the extra gas. How about the motherfuckers who are dying? How about the 18-year-olds who are fucking dying? Men and women in Ukraine. I can't really speak for Russia. I just know that people are dying from Russia too. And they're also killing people that they don't want to necessarily kill, depending on their situation of their political views on Russia. You know what I mean? Russia's going in, Ukraine is being invaded, and they're attacking. I'm not trying to say this, that one side's right, one side's wrong. That'll be for another video if that even happens. I'm not really educated enough to speak on it. I do have my opinion on it though. But anyways, I'm saying, let's think about those 18-year-old kids that have to fight right now. They don't have a choice in these countries, man. They don't have a choice in these countries. Why not to fucking fight, man? Work out for them. Fucking do it for them. Like, I feel their fucking energy. I feel their pain. When I send out my workout to them, when I'm too tired to go on and yet I do another workout for them, I feel someone receiving my energy. And that's what love is, man. Like, when you can't be there helping physically, send out your fucking love. Send out your prayers, man. There's kids dying over there right now, man. That's fucking sad as fuck. All over Ukraine. It's just like, it's so stupid to me. It really is. It's so stupid to me, and I don't get it. But I'm gonna send all my energy towards them, man. Whatever I can. Especially like when I'm making this video right now, man. It's just like, it's really fucked. It really is. It's sad to see. I pray for them every day, and you know, like I've said before, anybody that wants to come from Ukraine, anybody that wants to come from Russia to escape all that bullshit and work for me, I'll do what I can, man. I'll do what I can. I'll do the absolute best I can, man. It's just too bad to see, man. I know all these people are hardworking men and women. They just want a life for themselves. You know, it seems like Ukrainian people are all about their country because they're fighting. And unless they're being forced to fight, which that's not out of the question at all, knowing the politics in Ukraine. But I just pray for y'all, man. And see, what I'm doing right now is I'm professing my faith. I'm professing how I think, how I believe. I've always believed this way since day one, and I've always outworked everybody from day one. I've noticed that. And when times got rough, this is where I'd go. Same philosophy of me going to Ukraine and pretending I'm there fighting. How much energy would I have if my fucking life was on the line? A lot. So I take myself to Africa, man. For some reason, ever since a young child, when I didn't feel like doing something, I said, motherfucker, you better man up, because somebody down there in Africa doesn't even have water today. Like, there's people in this fucking world that don't have water today to drink. What the fuck are you bitching about? What are you bitching about? Seriously, it really pisses me off. Okay, you have a stutter, you have fucking water, I don't feel bad for you. Anything you really say that tries to make me feel bad for you, I really don't feel bad for you, because I don't feel bad for myself. When I start feeling like a bitch, I don't feel bad for myself. I say, are you in fucking Ukraine still? Are you in fucking Eastern Europe still? Are you fucking fighting for your country that you don't want to fight over? Are you killing over deaths you won't necessarily want to kill over. No, I'm not. So I'm fucking grateful as fuck for that. And like, I tap into these energies because this is my ancestral bloodline. I looked it up, 23andMe. Like, we're from fucking Poland, Ukraine, fucking Russia. Like, we have bloodlines there. So when I tap into these things and I realize this, I realize that I have family over there still. You can't tell me I'm not. You can't tell me every single bloodline from my bloodline escaped there. They didn't. Some of them are still there, fighting, dying. Those are my brothers, my sisters, my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, my grandparents, whatever it is. Like, they're there. The fact is, they're there. They're there. So it's like I almost feel a special identity with them. I feel a special connection with them now that I have this universal intelligence through the enlightenment process that we have vaguely touched base on here. And we're going to get to the end of that. We're going to touch base on that a lot more. But that's just what it is, guys. You know, you might see me doing this, doing that, but it's mindset, man. It's mindset. You can do whatever you want. You can inject yourself with whatever the fuck magic potion human will set at you. But if you don't have a mindset with God based and gratitude based, you're fucked. You're absolutely fucked. I don't care how much energy you have, man. You'll be good for a fucking week or two, or maybe a month, or maybe 3 months. But after that, you're gonna burn the fuck out because you haven't weathered the storm. You're not there mentally. David Goggins says something like this. He says, like, if you haven't been through something, then you're really fucked. Which I can see what he means, but here's the thing. I go there mentally, and I have since day one. That's why I connect with poor people. That's why I connect with African Americans from Africa. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I connect with these different types of people. I'm white. I'm not black. I mean, I have 1% black in me from 23andMe, it says. But for the most part, I am not black at all. But yet, I can connect with black folks. Like, I can connect with anybody because I realize the pain going on in people's lives. The more you focus on pain, helping others relieve that, the better off you will be at life. The better off this life will be. I don't want to say the word easier, but like the more fluent you'll be at this life, it'll just flow state. You'll enter into flow state more often because you're able to experience other people's pain and help them based off that through your imagination. It has nothing to do with my experience while I connect with others. It's because I imagine these things. I have since day one. Ever since day one, I've always been imagining these things. As a little child, my brain is real good when it comes to dreaming, which is a good thing. People say, oh, dream of this, dream of that. Hey, if you're using it in the fact of pretending to be somewhere to experience somebody's pain, you don't have to go through those experiences, man. David Goggins is wrong on that one. I love David Goggins. I see what he's saying, but you don't have to, man. Some people have to. Some people have to. Like, there are certain things in life that I had to experience before I really realized people's pain. All because I didn't put myself in that person's perspective. And, you know, but there are some things you can't. You have to live it out. You have to experience those things. But when it comes down to experiencing or imagining and experiencing somebody's who brought up broke, he couldn't afford bills, he couldn't afford hot water, it's easy to experience. You just cut yourself off from food and water for a day and see how it really is, or even a couple hours. Cut yourself off from water for 5 hours and tell me you're not experiencing the same pain that they're experiencing in Africa. Now think, these people are trapped there because they're grown up in a communist country, and also you have to remind yourself, you're not fucking special. You were just born here. You got lucky. I can't describe that part. I just can say that God is looking out for you for sure. Maybe you have a past life that you went through that or something. I don't know. That's up to God, but God is good. God put those people in those situations for a reason, and we just got to pray for them. And yeah, with that, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys like the content. Peace.